Have you ever stopped to wonder if the fiercest fires in the NBA are being stoked where we least expect? Could a mentor's casual praise hide a strategic signal that reshapes a roster overnight? And if the very voice of our sideline legend Steve Kerr drops a tantalizing remark about the key figures, might that hint at a seismic shift brewing beneath the surface of Chase Center? Welcome back to Warriors News Fan Report. Today we're unpacking the buzz after Steve Kerr's recent comments on Jimmy Butler and Jonathan Kuminga, comments so loaded with subtext that every Dub Nation heart skipped a beat. Smash that like button, subscribe to Warriors News Fan Report, and ring the bell so you never miss a moment of the action. It all started in the heat of a spring practice, when Kerr paused mid-drill to single out Jimmy Butler's relentless work ethic alongside Kuminga's burgeoning athleticism. At first glance, it felt like routine coach-speak, veteran praise here, rookie encouragement there. But when Kerr lauded Butler's proven clutch DNA and immediately followed with a challenge to Kuminga to step into the spotlight and embrace the pressure of big-game moments, the air around the hardwood crackled with speculation. Why couple a four-time All-Star with a sophomore swingman and frame it as a joint test? Is Kerr signaling a mentorship alliance, or is he subtly pointing toward something deeper, a recalibration of leadership on the team? Consider Jimmy Butler's journey, a perennial All-Star known for carrying franchises on his back, averaging 21.8 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 6.1 assists last season, while shooting 47.3% from the field and 37.8% from three. His playoff pedigree is undeniable. He's taken the Miami Heat to the finals and transformed the Timberwolves into contenders with sheer force of will. And then there's Jonathan Kuminga, fresh off a season where he flashed 11.4 points and 4.5 rebounds per night, blending freakish athleticism with raw potential, but still hunting that next level of consistency. When Kerr publicly merges these two narratives, fans can't help but ask, are we witnessing the blueprint for Kuminga's metamorphosis under Butler's tutelage? Or is Kerr quietly laying groundwork for a move that pairs the established star with a cost-effective rising talent? Could this be the genesis of a future core that blends Butler's killer instinct with Kuminga's explosive upside? Golden State's recent history shows a willingness to pivot quickly. Remember when Draymond Green evolved from raw energy to the defensive anchor of the dynasty? Or when Klay Thompson returned from injury and redefined away excellence? Now, as the team eyes both present contention and long-term sustainability, Kerr's pairing of Butler and Kuminga could signal an impending strategy, tighten the veteran's spine while handing the reins to the youth. Some insiders believe that Kerr's tone equal parts reverence for Butler's veteran savvy and exhortation for Kuminga's next leap, hints at a potential mentor-protege tandem designed to carry the team through playoff wars. Is it possible that the front office has quietly courted Butler, not just as a rental, but as a bridge to fully unlock Kuminga's ceiling? Rival fanbases are buzzing. Lakers supporters whisper about Butler's potential rival in Golden State, imagining LeBron squaring off against his old teammate in purple and gold. Clippers chatter focuses on whether Kawhi and PG-13 can stand up to a lineup energized by Butler's late-game prowess and Kuminga's high-fly dunks in Denver. Nikola Jokic's camp is watching keenly, calculating how to counter a backcourt anchored by Curry, Butler, and a now-leveled-up Kuminga. Could Kerr's remarks be a strategic leak, gauging public reaction before finalizing a blockbuster deal? Fans are wondering if this could be the opening salvo in a three-team swap that sends Butler west, acquires prime firepower, and fast-tracks Kuminga into a leadership role at just 20 years old. But the intrigue doesn't stop there. On the hardwood, Golden State's 2024-25 rotation featured roughly 32 minutes per game for both Andrew Wiggins and Klay Thompson, leaving bench wings like Kuminga at about 18 minutes a night. If Butler arrives and immediately commands starters minutes, could Kuminga's role pivot to sixth-man Phenom, averaging 25 minutes, tasked with igniting second-unit runs and absorbing defensive matchups that sharpen his all-around game? Some whispers in the analytics department suggest that Butler's arrival could even free up Curry to reclaim playmaking duties, creating spacing that magnifies Kuminga's slashing ability. Could this mean we see a backcourt triumvirate that forces opponents into impossible defensive dilemmas? Off the court, the reaction has been electric. Former Warriors champions flooded social media. Andre Iguodala posted a silhouette of three figures rising on a billboard, captioned "Next Chapter Loading," while Draymond Green retweeted a highlight of Kuminga's alley-oops alongside a simple Cryptic trust the process. On X, Adrian Wojnarowski dropped the tease. Sources, Kerr's comments signal more than praise front office. Exploring veteran additions to accelerate young core. Fans are wondering if these leaks are part of a choreographed strategy to build momentum and fan fervor ahead of official announcements. Is it possible that Kerr is orchestrating the narrative? As masterfully as he draws up end-of-game plays, historical parallels abound. Think back to the 2017 finals, when Kerr trusted pop-up sharpshooters and breakout rookies to defy expectations. Or recall how in 2019, the team seamlessly integrated key role players mid-season, diffusing the pressure on Curry and Thompson. Now, with Butler's competitive pedigree and Kuminga's raw athleticism in the spotlight together, Kerr might be setting the stage for a modern twist on that championship alchemy, melding veteran savvy and youthful explosiveness in a way that only the Warriors can. Could this dual-focus approach be the secret sauce that crafts a new splash-era dynamic? As the NBA world speculates, one thing is clear: Steve Kerr's words were no offhand compliment. By elevating Jimmy Butler's veteran toughness and immediately challenging Jonathan Kuminga to match that level, Kerr has ignited a narrative that stretches from practice floors to boardroom strategy sessions. Fans are debating in barbershops and on message boards, is this the blueprint for a final title run with Curry as the general and Butler as the enforcer, while Kuminga evolves into the next face of Dub Nation? Or is it simply a motivational tactic, Kerr's trademark method to get the best out of every player, veteran or rookie? But what do you think about all of this? Personally, as a Warriors supporter, I believe that Kerr's deliberate spotlight on both Butler and Kuminga signals the dawn of an electrifying collaboration, one that fuses season championship DNA with untapped athletic brilliance. I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comments below. Riding the wave with me, smash that like button, subscribe to Warriors News Fan Report, and ring the bell so you're first in line for every splashy update in blue and gold. In the aftermath of Kerr's challenge, whispers in the locker room hint at concrete plans. Could Jimmy Butler actually don the royal blue and gold this summer, serving as the veteran fulcrum alongside Kuminga's raw power? Imagine Kerr's playbook evolving to feature Butler as the primary half-court initiator in late quarters, while Kuminga thrives as the hybrid wing slashing, shooting off the catch, and guarding three positions with that freakish length. Some insiders believe the front office has already initiated quiet conversations with Butler's camp, exploring a sign-and trade that would send draft assets east, while delivering a proven playoff gladiator to Chase Center. Could this mean Dub Nation witnesses a new duo, Butler's postseason savagery and Kuminga's high-octane athleticism synergizing like the Steph Clay days, but with a fiercer edge? On the floor, rotation tweaks loom large. With Butler in tow, Kuminga's minutes could surge from his current 19 to a robust 28 per contest, positioning him as the fulcrum of the second unit's offensive thrust. Meanwhile, Draymond Green's role may shift into more of an on-off fulcrum to preserve his energy for crunch-time defensive orchestration. Kerr might stagger minutes so that Butler's champion-caliber savvy pairs with Curry's gravity pull in closing lineups, freeing Kuminga to exploit mismatches at the four and unleashing him in transition. Is it possible that this recalibration restores Golden State's feared versatility and identity that saw them lead the league in multi-position switching during their title runs? Rival franchises are already plotting counters. In Denver, Nikola Jokic's camp is dissecting what a Butler-Kuminga pairing means for Nuggets pick-and-roll coverages. Could they dare to shrink the court against Butler's mid-range mastery and Kuminga's explosive drives? Thunder strategists are salivating at the prospect of reuniting Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with Kuminga in a future blockbuster. They see potential alignment with OKC's youth movement if Golden State parts ways with draft capital. And over in LA, Doc Rivers is said to be lobbying Clippers management to pursue Butler as a counterweight to Kawhi Leonard's load-managed minutes, arguing that pairing Jimmy's relentless defense with Kuminga's length creates a two-man shutdown force. Fans are wondering if this swirling trade matrix is less rumor and more invitation to a three-team chessboard orchestrated by Bob Myers' successor. Playoff implications electrify every scouting report. Butler's career averages of 21.7 points, 6.0 rebounds, and 5.5 assists in 73 postseason games demonstrate his capacity to elevate under pressure. And his shooting splits 45% from the field, 36% from deep, complement Curry's spacing, potentially allowing Golden State to lead the league in effective field goal percentage once again. Kuminga's own postseason cameo last year, 11 points on 50% shooting across limited minutes, revealed tantalizing flashes of two-way promise. Could this veteran young core fusion produce the deadliest fourth-quarter lineup in modern NBA history? Some insiders believe that if Butler's arrival coincides with Kuminga's ongoing development curve, the Warriors could peak precisely at playoff tip-off, reclaiming a postseason aura that's eluded them of late. Off the court, the narrative is already trending. Adrian Wojnarowski tweeted, sources, Warriors evaluating Butler partnership as mentorship vehicle for Kuminga front office. Sees blueprint in veteran leadership plus youth upside. Shams Charania followed up with, league execs view Golden State's interest in Butler as indicator that they're not just going for short-term gains, but building a sustainable contender for years. On Instagram, Andre Iguodala posted a photo of himself next to young Kuminga with the caption, future and present colliding in the Bay, stirring comments from teammates and legends alike. Meanwhile, die-hard fans on X or Splitsum argue that welcoming Butler risks blocking Kuminga's path to true ascendancy. Others counter that learning under a finals-tested alpha is exactly what Dub Nation needs to reclaim its swagger. Even local haunts are buzzing at the ramp in San Francisco. Regulars debate whether Butler's arrival would mean Curry rediscovers his MVP form or cedes too much control over in Oakland. Baristas at Ritual Coffee speculate that Kuminga, finally unshackled by rookie growing pains and guided by Butler's championship DNA, could emerge as the franchise's next icon, one whose prime coincides with Curry's final title push. Could this convergence of timelines be the narrative Kerr envisioned when he issued that public gauntlet? Could this strategic infusion of veteran grit and youthful firepower also reshape Golden State's cultural identity? Imagine the ripple effect in the locker room with Butler's unwavering discipline meets Kuminga's fearless energy, two mindsets colliding to forge a new standard of accountability. Some insiders believe that this blend could spark late-night film sessions where Butler dissects clutch moments with Kuminga, teaching the rookie how to harness pressure and transform it into peak performance. And if that mentorship cultivates a next-level mindset, could we witness Kuminga stepping onto the court with the calm confidence of a seasoned playoff warrior, changing the narrative from potential to proven asset overnight? Beyond the hardwood, the financial implications loom large. Incorporating Butler's max salary contract into a team built on draft value and mid-level deals would require masterful cap management, perhaps signaling that the front office is eyeing future trade exceptions or luxury tax levers to keep core pieces intact. Meanwhile, Kuminga's rookie-scale deal offers priceless salary flexibility, meaning Golden State could chase complementary shooters or defensive wings to round out the roster. Could this delicate balancing act between star dollars and rookie affordability become the blueprint for sustainable contention, allowing the Dubs to upgrade around their own without mortgaging the future? And what about the unseen X Factors team, chemistry, and media narrative? In today's hyperlinked world, every move is scrutinized, every social media whisper magnified. Picture Steve Kerr orchestrating a series of carefully timed press conferences where Butler praises Kuminga's work ethic, setting the stage for a seamless public embrace. Meanwhile, documentaries and behind-the-scenes highlights might paint this pairing as the ultimate father-son saga of mentorship and growth, deepening fan investment. Is it possible that by controlling the story arc as expertly as they run their offensive sets, the Warriors could turn every whisper of doubt into fuel for a season-long groundswell of belief? As the front office weighs contracts and the summer league looms, one truth stands clear: Steve Kerr's words were more than idle praise, they were a clarion call, setting in motion forces that could reshape Golden State's destiny. Is this audacious enough to land another banner at Chase Center? Personally, as a ride-or-die member of Dub Nation, I believe that blending Jimmy Butler's iron will with Jonathan Kuminga's untapped explosiveness gives us the perfect alchemy to reignite the dynasty spark. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, share your thoughts, and subscribe to Warriors News Fan Report so you never miss another explosive update.